It's been a year of contrasting fortunes for the two sides involved in this year's Rugby Championship, but today they close out their season with their final home match this year before going over for the Northern Hemisphere tour with the final match of the Bledisloe Cup. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Rugby Championship / Bledisloe Cup series, where we are at the final stop of this home season for these Southern Hemisphere sides. It is just the All Blacks in Australia in action today for this final matchup. Of course, the Bledisloe Cup not on the line tonight, as possibly it could have been. Just 2 wins is all it takes to secure you the cup. Of course, the draw only helped the All Blacks cause, because that is as good as a win. So Australia have had an abysmal season. They've lost to Argentina, giving them their first victory in the competition. And now, with all hope lost, all things going downhill and pear-shaped for the Wallabies, they will wrap things up here against the All Blacks. It's good to see Christian Lealiifano back in the yellow jumper, or the gold jumper as the Australians would say. And apart from that, it's an unchanged side. Adam Ashley Cooper, 100 tests for that man. And who else would he want to do it against but the All Blacks? And speaking of the All Blacks, here is their 15 lining up for today, and it's been pretty much as it has been through most of the Rugby Championship. Bonan Barrett keeps his spot at fly half due to his good form over the previous weeks, and Corey Jane comes in on the right wing to replace Ben Smith, who has been sent home for a bit of a rest. Malakai Fekitoa still in the number 12 jumper. He has been growing more and more each week in this back line. Messam comes in for another start, rotating around with such great talent in that back row of Kaino there as well. Today is Messam's shot, and he'll be keen to make it tell. The All Blacks, their final match here at Suncorp Stadium, trophy in the bank. It's now time to make a point before they head away for their Northern Hemisphere tour. And as always with the All Blacks, kicking things off with the Haka, led by Liam Messam. And that gets the crowd going as per usual always. The Haka get the crowd racked up before we get kicked off in this final match of Bledisloe. About to get underway for this final home test. The All Blacks to kick this one off. Barrett with the ball, and we are underway. Final match up, the All Blacks versus the Wallabies. And it is Australia through Kepu who get the ball down for the first time in the match. And Simmons will find it wide for Kipton. Hooper, who's knocked it on, and the All Blacks who knock it back on as well. Well, there's double knock on to kick us off here. What a start. Mistakes are plenty, and Conrad Smith toes it over the touchline. What's the call from the ref? It'll be interesting to see. He's called the line out. Well, double knock on. We will play neither of them. Start to this match is Fang, who will have to throw in. He finds Simmons at the back of the 5-man line out. Kepu plays scrum half, finds his fly half on Bernard Foley, who's had, well, quite a season in the golden jumper. Tamani finds support on the inside.
Release.
And the Wallabies stuck on their 22 at the moment. Big pass, cutting out a couple. Conrad Smith falls over, trying to get Kondrani, and away goes Foley. Finds a support, Christian Lealiifano, over the 40 he goes, and he'll get wound up. Brilliant defence coming in from Julian Savia. Now, Australia 22-22. What can they cook up? Barrett turns it over. Aaron Smith finds the support, and Whitelock will smash this down the middle of the park. Not your usual kicker, but he's found Folau, who steps around Aaron Smith, who gives it to Whainga.
Release.
And again, Australia with the little ball they're giving away. They have a lot of time on attack. Again, it's wide. Bledisloe Cooper up against Savia, who once again has taken him down. Savia brilliant on defence so far in this match. New Zealand turn it over. Israel Dag finds Conrad Smith, and he's going to kick again, looking for the corner. Corey Jane gives a big chase, but Folau has this one covered. Took his time. Oh, that's a big mistake from Folau. He let that one bounce one time too many. And Corey Jane flying up has smashed him. As a result, his pass goes forward. And the All Blacks will get the scrum feed. Well, Australia had the better of these opening few minutes, but the All Blacks have the golden opportunity. Massive shot. And Reid will run it off the back of the scrum himself. Poor pass to Barrett. Fikatawa can't find Messam. And Conrad Smith goes to ground with a good tackle from Kurandrani. Australia numbers to the ruck, and they'll get it back. Bledisloe Cooper goes out wide. Kurandrani again back inside for Slipper. And Slipper breaks out of the 22. Vardy going to Whainga, who somehow offloads it. Messam, oh, just about. New Zealand with numbers out on the right. Aaron Smith looking, goes around Simmons, finds it to Jane. Oh, and a massive hit on Jane from Israel Folau. High tackle in the corner. And that is a blatant foul from Folau. And the All Blacks are taking this back to the 22. They'll have a shot at goal and look to open up the points through Beauden Barrett. Steps up, a few in from touch, strikes it, it's going to be wide. It has gone wide, a miss from Barrett. And the score remains 0-0. First chance for the All Blacks goes begging. And Australia, well, they should be behind. Folau ultimately has saved them as Crockett knocks back. Saved himself there. Now Fikatawa finds support wide with Conrad Smith. Goes to Jane. Oh, Jane has been hammered. Big tackle from Tamani. And that's another good match up here as McCourt offloads to Reid. And Reid puts on his little burners. He goes up to the 40-metre line. 40 out from Australia's line. 10 metres off halfway. Savia looking to step. Oh, look at this from Savia. Gets rid of a couple. Goes to ground. Just short of the 22. Aaron Smith again. Passes wide on Conrad Smith. Big hole. He's around Simmons. Looks to get past Folau. Can't do it. Covering defence from Israel Folau. Just enough for Australia to hang on. Aaron Smith gives it to Barrett. Barrett drop goal. Oh, this one's wide as well. Well, the All Blacks have had a couple of shots here at some points. That drop goal, not far out either, but he's blown that quite far to the left. And it's another missed opportunity as we look in deep into the 30th minute here. Not long to go before the break. Fikatawa delivers a beautiful ball away for Barrett. Barrett pops it up. Savia looks to bust his way through. Gets past one with them too many Australians there to deal with. The Wallabies defence being sorely tested here. Conrad Smith again. Oh, he's broken them this time. Gets the pass, Fikatawa, and he finds Kurandrani, and he gives it to Slipper. So it's Australia breaking out of their 22 again. Just managing to hold on to the ball, but now they're going to lose it. It's big for the All Blacks as Dag looks there for Fikatawa. The buzzer's gone. Fikatawa, can he get around? No, he's taken. Great tackle. Folau is holding them up here. Wide. Crockett, the big prop. Oh, he's over. Bulldozing run from Wyatt Crockett. And it's taken a long time, but they finally get some points. The big prop bulldozes his way. Look at this tackle from Folau. That is beautiful textbook stuff, but quickly recycled. Out to Crockett. Oh, monsters his way. Over a couple of Wallaby defenders. Tamani, Higginbotham there as well. Big run. Oh, that is a good run. Show of strength there from White Crockett. Gets a rare test try. And the All Blacks will take the lead into the break. It looked like Fikatoa might open up, but great defence from Australia. Held them out for a long time. Here's Barrett's second attempt on goal from the tee, and that's a better one right in front. No mistake there, he's nailed that one. And the All Blacks will lead into the break 7-0, the half-time buzzer going in that last phase of action. And we are at half-time here at Suncorp, and it is the All Blacks leading Australia 7 points to 0. Well, what a half it's been. Plenty of chances for Australia. Even more for the All Blacks. We can have a look at the stats. Look at that possession. How it got that way, I'm not quite sure. Australia started off very well, getting some early ball, some early territory, but wow, you wouldn't think so. 18% of possession is all they managed. 8% of territory. That is awfully low. I've never seen it that low before in all my time. That is a huge difference. 92% for the All Blacks, yet they've only managed one try. Line breaks of 5-3 shows Australia has had some definite opportunities, and 6 handling errors from the All Blacks. 4 from the Wallabies show it's quite the messy match at the moment. Just one converted try in it. Australia trailing by 7 to the All Blacks here at Suncorp in this final match of the Bledisloe Cup. Second half about to kick off, underway at Suncorp. 7-0, the All Blacks over the Wallabies. Brendan Foley, he had a chance early on. But after that, it's been all tackling, all defence from the Wallabies as kickoff goes downtown to Fikatoa. Finds his captain, McCaw. Not the best pass, but Messam has some big hole. And he runs through it. Cut down from the Wallabies defence though. Aaron Smith again. Oh, intercept ball! And it's advantage to New Zealand. That must have been a forward pass from Lele Fano. Well, it started off all right there, but it come quickly unstuck from the inside centre. What an intercept. There's his pass to Higginbotham.
Crouch.
Must have been
Touch.
dinged forward from the ref.
Set.
Scrum in the All Blacks 22. Aaron Smith feeds. And that's a steady scrum. It's a tightly contested one. Aaron Smith feeds it away for Barrett. That's a nice pass. Nice scrum too. It opens up beautifully. Barrett has all the time he requires. Oh, and he's Herman Folau. Well, that's a bit of payback there for Barrett. Corey Jane should have been in for the opening try. Folau took him high. And now Barrett does the same to Folau, and it gives Australia an opportunity to get into this game. If they can manage it. Bernard Foley will have the shot at goal. It looks on target. Oh, it's drifting. It's drifting and it's wide. Fikatoa will plant this one onto his boot. He goes straight down the centre of the park and finds Captain Hooper. Hooper gives it to Tamani. And there's a beautiful ball from Fuanga, and Foley's messed it up. Well, that's straight out on the full. And Brendan Foley, is he starting to lose his marbles? That's a horrible kick from him. And with the wind, it just helped it on its way. The All Blacks have the line out. Retallick at the front. Barrett runs to the line against the Fikatoa. And that's another good run, sliding through the hole. Quickly recycled ball for Aaron Smith. Over the top, intercepted from Kurandrani, just when it looked like Sevilla was gone. He has saved the Wallabies another try. Because Savia was out of there if that one had gone into his hands. It's a low-scoring affair at the moment, just 7-0, but another line out to the All Blacks. Retallick again on the mark. Fikatoa Barrett doubling around. Conrad Smith. Now here we go. Behind the defence. Oh, shocking pass for Jane. They change direction. Aaron Smith. Oh, Whitelock knocks on. And that's a disappointing way to close it out.
Advantage over.
Advantage to the Wallabies. And Carter goes wide. Finds Higginbotham and Foley. There's numbers out here again, but Adam Ashley Cooper is just picked up and driven into touch from Dane Coles. And he is proving to be a real find for this All Blacks team this season as Dane Coles. Such a prodigious talent. Here he is again throwing in. And again it's Rutullock. Barrett. Now it's Fikatoa running the second line. Looks around the corner. Finds Messam. Messam the Conrad Smith. He's still got Jane. Jane looks upfield. Oh, good defence. Australia on the money at the moment. The Wallabies hanging on. Aaron Smith to Barrett. Over for Fikatoa. Going on himself. No, he's caught short. Good tackle. They were holding off him. He committed to that line. And the Wallabies have swarmed him and turned him over. Simmons finds Higginbotham. Big run from the big number 8s. Just about out there, 22 now, Australia. Carter finds Kurandrani, who gets to the 22-metre line. Fainga. Simmons. Oh, advantage Australia. Offside against Rutullock. As Hooper goes into contact. Right on his 22. Now they go back to Liliafano, who goes to Carter once again. But we're going to go all the way back for the offside. Australia having no advantage from that long passage. And it's right on the 22, just left of centre field. We have 11 minutes to go. New Zealand leads 7-0 over Australia. Suncorp for this final match before these two sides head away for the much anticipated Northern Hemisphere tour. Fainga will throw in. He's gone. Oh, he's given it to McCaw. It's ball to the All Blacks. Barrett, Conrad Smith. There's numbers out here. Fikatoa, good ball, but Sevilla has to come off his wing and clean up Messam. Finds Rutullock over the top for Barrett, who quickly disposes of it. Franks still involved. Oh, look at this from Franks. Beautiful work from the prop. And it's really a day of props today for the All Blacks. Savia's come off his wing to find some work, and he's playing scrum half. Fikatoa, first receiver, Conrad Smith over the top. Oh, he looked for Reid. It's advantage Australia. Advantage quickly over for that though as Simmons runs it forward for the Wallabies. Just short of halfway. What can they cook up here? Phipps to Kurandrani. Oh, Higginbotham is hammered again. This time Aaron Smith into the action. This one's a long way out. With 2 minutes to go, Australia cannot kick this into touch. They will tap it, and Foley will run it. He's given it to Slipper. Finds Higginbotham, who's had a good match. He's broken many tackles. Oh, Whitelock's thrown this over. Great work. He's found Jane. Messam. The All Blacks are going to play this. Fikatoa, the ball squirts out the back, and Barrett has gone down to pick it up. Aaron Smith again. What are the All Blacks doing here? They're going to run this away. Fikatoa's through. He's breaking the line. He looks wide. Julia Savia. He's going to tie it up with a final try in the 84th minute. Well, it was going to happen for a long time. The All Blacks have threatened for almost the whole 80. Yet they just haven't found those finishing touches. Fikatoa, how many times has he broken the line tonight? Without reward. Add another one to the list. This time though, he has opened it up for his big mate on the outside, none other than Julian Savia. Look how close he is to the touchline. That is such perfect control from Sevilla. The All Blacks get their second. The Wallabies, well, they haven't looked like scoring at all. And it sums up the match really between these two sides. It was either going to be good or bad for the Wallabies. As it turns out, it's a fairly bad result. 12-0 kick to come from Barrett, and he has nailed it. 14-0 the final score will be. The Wallabies had the best of the opening 10 minutes, but since then it's been all black. And there is a final whistle in the final home match here in Australia for 2014 is complete. The Wallabies have gone down convincingly to the All Blacks 14-0. Not so convincingly on the scoreline, but it was a dominant display from this New Zealand side. The stats will tell, I will guess now, they will tell a massive story as to how much the All Blacks were packed down in the Wallabies half. First off, we'll see the scorers, and it was Wyatt Crockett and Julian Savea with 1 try apiece. Bonan Barrett, 2 conversions, had a good day in that number 10 jumper. Wyatt Crockett, great try from him too. Just bullocking run straight through the middle to score the first try of the game. Australia didn't manage anything, but really only had that opening 15 minutes to really do anything with. If they scored then, it would have been a completely different match. What conspired over the rest of time, the rest of those 65 minutes, was complete domination from the All Blacks. 77% of possession, 81% of territory. That's huge. Both teams made a myriad of errors, 13 by New Zealand, 7 by Australia. Few high tackles that neither side could convert. New Zealand and Australia both missed penalty attempts from high tackles. But the big one, look at that tackle count. 114 for the match. That is right up there with one of the most I've seen from an 80-minute match. The All Blacks have teed off their final match of the Southern Hemisphere season with another victory, 14-0 over Australia. They will head away now and prepare for the Northern Hemisphere tour. As for the Wallabies, of course, and as for these two sides, this will be the last we'll see of them until that tour kicks off and gets underway. So thank you all for watching Rugby Championship and the Bledisloe Cup matches. I'll be back again soon with more Northern Hemisphere Tour matches, as well as all the other great series going on. Until next year from the Rugby Championship, thank you for watching and take care.